Hey, Tubies. It's Psychic Bob. Woo, it's so good to be with you guys. I want to get my screen adjusted. You can see me okay. Well, I tell you, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. I tell you, I am just here. I'm relaxing. I got me a good cup of tea. And I'm eating tea biscuits. I just bought these new tea biscuits. Maybe some of you've seen them. I'm not being endorsed by them. They're called Biscoffs. Anybody know about these? Lotus Biscoff. I never had these. Cola bought some the other day, and she said, Bob, you should get these. And I found them at my local store. So, I'm having tea British style. I got my Earl Grey with some milk in it, and I'm dipping my tea biscuit. Oh, some kind of good. Just what I need on a Friday evening. It's good as gold. Anyways, sometimes think about needs a little recharge. And today I'm having my tea and biscuits, so I hope you don't mind. Cheers, Cola. Cola's having a couple with me as well. I tell you, I'm drinking some Earl Grey tea. I'm almost out of tea. And I went in the kitchen cabinet today and I said, I've got some really nice Royal Blend tea from Fortnum and Mason in London. It's a very posh store. And I went into the cabinet and I cannot find that tea anywhere. Cola, did I pick up? I swear I bought a box of Royal Blend. I bought a beautiful gourmet luxury tin of Fortnum and Mason tea. I checked my suitcase. I could swear I remember putting it in the cabinet. Did you see me put that tea in the cabinet, Cola? Cola said, Bob, you didn't dip it right. Try again and dip it for exactly 8 seconds. I'm not falling for that. Cola got me to dip my tea biscuit one time, and she said, hold it in 8 seconds. When I did, the whole biscuit dissolved. With these tea biscuits, you just dip them lightly. 2, 3. 3, no more than 3. Delicious. Anyways, I cannot find my Fortnum and Mason tea. I cannot. Lamb chop. There you are. I've been looking for lamb chop. I have not been able to find my tea, and I have not been able to find lamb chop. But there is. What are you doing? Get out of there. Oh my God. What are you involved with? Come over here. Lamb chop, what are you doing? Lamb chop is in my Fortnum and Mason bag. Why are you in the Fortnum and Mason bag? Why? You're getting ready to go to England. Yeah? Yeah, and you want to travel in a Fortnum and Mason bag. Well, okay. Well, if we take you on the plane and that, we might get charged a customs charge. Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll think about if we let you go. Lamb chop, have you seen my Fortnum and Mason tea anywhere? This is the bag from the store I bought it at. No? Are you sure? What are you doing? You're hiding. Don't get out of there. Come on, get out of there. Come on. Now, I am looking for that tea. Did you go in the kitchen and steal it? What is it? Oh, lamb chop. Now, I know I didn't leave it in this bag because I took everything. You don't know how that got in there, huh? I think you're a tea thief. Did you steal it? You just had to have it. Is that what you said? I didn't know lambs drink tea. Well, guys, let me show you my luxury tea from Fortnum and Mason. Lamb chop, you can't. I'll make you a cup up, but you can't steal it. I haven't opened it yet, but look at this beautiful little tea tin. Isn't that lovely? And this tea is, hold on. It's called Fortnum and Mason Royal Blend. There it is. It's on the front. You guys can see that. It's the Royal Blend. This is they made for the royal family, a special blend of tea. Now, this is the really expensive tea. It's loose leaf tea, so you have to use a tea strainer and all. Lamb chop, you can't. Do you even know how to make a cup of tea? No? Then what are you going to do stealing my tea? You thought you'd try to make tea? Well, all right. Listen, Lamb chop, we'll make some Royal Blend Fortnum and Mason tea, but you can't steal stuff out of the kitchen, okay? What's that? You did what? Oh, no. Cola? Are you missing some mint jelly? Lamb Chop says he stole the mint jelly out of your kitchen. That way she wouldn't cook you up for dinner? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, Lamb Chop, listen. You got to calm down. No more stealing jewelry. No more taking my credit card and going to Fortnum and Mason or Harrods. You can't do this, okay? You want to go back to England with cola? All right, well, we'll get you over there. You just relax. Oh my goodness, guys. Can you believe it? Here, I'm going to let you try my tea. See if you even like tea before you drink. We make any more. Here, try that. You like that? Okay, here, drink some more. All right. Now, listen, we got to say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Psychic Bob and Lamb Chop, and you've landed here at Spirit Channel. Look, there's Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe. Hey, Lady Jane. There's, I was trying to be Terry. Hello. There's Joey Gothic Man. This is Robin Boston. There's Baroness Cola Bobs. Baroness says, LOL, Lamb Chop wants to be in England, and he was whining about the weather. She's our moderator. I give thumbs up for Baroness. If you have any problems with donations or chat tonight, she's the one to help. Will help you out. There's Robin Boston. Yay. There's Robert Stevens. And there's Melinda Tornay. Hello, hello. Good to see you all. Welcome. There's Sandra D. and Philippa Gary. We got everybody here tonight. All right. Now, listen, you need to go over there. All right. I'll let you stay in the Fortnum and Mason bed, but you've got to be good. What's that? Oh, okay, hold on. Here's your shopping bag. Lamb Chop got his own little shopping bag from Fortnum and Mason. That other big one was my bag, but there's Lamb Chop's little Fortnum and Mason bag. Isn't that precious? All right, there's your bag. All right, put that over your shoulder. Here's my bag, and I'll let you go in that. All right, so there's my bag, and there's Lamb Chop's bag. Isn't that precious? All right, you go in there. You be good tonight, because I got to do readings now, okay? All right, there you go. We'll put you over there. You can take a little nap, okay? Thank you, Lamb Chop, for returning the tea. I tell you, it's always an adventure around here. Well, anyways, welcome to our show tonight, guys. I'm Psychic Bob Hickman, Psychic Medium. Real quick, few announcements, and we'll get into psychic readings tonight. If you haven't done so, or if you're not on my list, you probably didn't get it. I sent out a notice earlier today for a psychic development class. If you want to join our psychic development class, it's going to be tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon on Zoom. It's a private event. You can register over at my website at PsychicBob.com. If you go to the website, you'll see up at the top of a tab, it says services. Go there and you can scroll down and read about the psychic development class. Tomorrow we're teaching a class on how to channel the higher self of other people to get messages. It's going to be a really fun and fascinating class. If you'd like to join us, it's $30. You buy the ticket over at my website. What you do is you go over there, you buy the reading. It will notify me, and I'll put you on the list. And then tomorrow morning before class, I'll send out the Zoom link about a half hour before class. Love to have you join us. Thank you to those of you who have already registered. I'm keeping registration open because I didn't get the notice out earlier till later tonight, till midnight. So register tonight. If you wait till the morning, you probably will not get in. We have limited seats. Love to have you there. Also, next Wednesday is a special, if I can talk, message circle for Valentine's. It's Psychic Bob's Valentine's Message Circle. Now, it doesn't have to be about love, but a lot of people are going to come and ask relationship questions and love, and we'll look at all of that and anything else you want to do. I don't know if we have any seats left. I think we might be full, but contact Baroness Cola Bobs tonight in the chat or shoot me an email over at my website at PsychicBob.com. It's $25 for that special private event. It's limited to only 10 people. It's not open for the general public. It's 10 people, and it's an evening with me, and I do psychic readings, and I'll give you a chance to ask some, questions and, get some psychic help from me. We'd love to have you. It's $25, and it promises to be a fun time. Anyways, so there's enough of the announcements. Let me finish this biscuit before Lamb Chop steals it here. I got to have my tea and biscuits. A little sugar never hurt anybody. Oh, thank you, Baroness. Also, another important announcement. I have been a victim of targeted scammers from Nigeria. There is a group, an organized crime group, that has set up a replica account of me on Instagram. The name of the account is Psychic Bob H. Psychic Bob 8. Cola, put the number in there, Psychic Bob 8. If you receive a friend request from me on Instagram, if it says Psychic Bob and has the number 8, that is not me. That is a organized crime group. I have contacted authorities. They have bilked me out of already several $1,000s. I'm getting calls from clients who said they went through them to buy readings and never received a reading. They've raided their bank accounts through WhatsApp and hacked their banking system, as well as told them that they would do email readings. I do not, and I repeat, do not do email readings, and I do not do a discount. They usually offer people a $20 reading. You will never get a $20 reading for Psychic Bob for a private session. My private readings are $150 for an hour. Anybody offers you a price, Cola, that's there it is, Psychic Bob 8. I think there's not a 0 in there, Cola. I think it's just 8. Well, I don't know. Check it out. Anyways, so please, if you've gotten a notice or a friend request from me in the last few days on Instagram, that is not me. I had one client already spent over $1,000 with these people and was scammed. She personally called me, said, Bob, I thought it was you I was talking to. It was not me. I've asked her to contact the authorities. Police have been notified. I'm trying to reach Interpol. They're costing me a lot of money, guys. And they're devastating people. They're cheating them. They're not doing legitimate psychic readings. They're using my name to create terror. They're telling people they're going to die, and then they get them bilked out of $1,000, and then they hack their bank accounts. It's very serious. It's all being done under my name. I am not involved with it. The authorities know. But I need you to, if you've gotten that, please do not buy into it. Report them to Instagram. I've tried to report them, but I can't report them because they're smart. They put a block on my account, so I can't. Instagram won't listen to me because I can't. Instagram says, well, for us to take action, you have to show us the account. And I've tried to show it to them, but I'm blocked and I can't. So they're like, well, you can't submit the link, so we're not going to go further with it. I need those of you on Instagram to find the account and report it for me. PsychicBob08. Cola put it in the chat. I'm so sorry. If any of you have lost money as a result of them, please let me know and let Instagram know, because we are going to try to contact Interpol to have them arrested. Thousands of dollars have been lost. I've had so many people call and say, well, I gave them $1,000 and now my bank accounts have been raided. And they've lost, some people have lost a lot more than that. So please, guys, I'm so sorry this is happening. I have nothing to do with it. We will get to the root of this. They also, Cola says, they offer love and voodoo spells and will tell you your ancestors are attacking you and you have to pay them for removal. We don't do that. You know that's not how Psychic Bob works. Don't do voodoo. We don't have people cursing you. We don't charge for curse removal. Just no. So if you get any scary emails from me, it's not me. Thank you. All right, now let's focus on something lighter. It's Friday night. Thank God. So you guys are glad we're here at Friday. I'm glad we're here. We're going to use a little meditation to open the channel. By the way, how you like my shirt I'm wearing? I'm wearing my London shirt. I got this in London. Isn't that cool? It's dramatic. There's Big Ben and the British flag. It says London on it. Anyways, that's my shirt, one of my shirts. And by the way, here's a pendant. I thought I lost this pendant. It's a little old. I've had this probably like 25 years, 30 years. Little silver man in the moon pendant. Is that great? And it's got a little garnet set in the star. That's my jewelry today. Everybody's always saying, what are you wearing, Psychic Bob? So there you go. Well, let's open the channel, shall we? I want everybody to get comfortable. Thank you, Robin. I can't wait to go back to England. I've got a bunch of shirts over there I want to buy. I might just get a whole new wardrobe in London. All right. So we're going to just start by closing our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want us to follow our breathing just gently in and out. And as we follow our breathing, let's let go all the tensions of the day and enter into that place of silence and peace within. And as we follow our breathing, I want you to draw your attention now down to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of the chest, I want you to see a little spark of white light, just a little pinpoint of light. And as you see that light, I want you to see it become a little brighter and a little larger. And let that light expand and form into a small, glowing cloud of light right in the middle of your chest, inside of you. Now, if you have trouble visualizing, you can just imagine a warm air circulating. Feel that warmth. All right, you got your clouds? Okay, now we're going to count from 3 down to 1, countdown time. And when we get to 1, we're going to take that cloud of light and expand it to fill our entire body from head to toe with glowing light. This will raise your spiritual energy. All right, so you got your clouds, you ready? All right, let's do our countdown. 3, 2, keep your focus, watch those clouds. 1, Blinka! Woo, glorified in the spirit. Woo, Shambo, stand back. I'm so glad you guys are here. Listen, I've got a message tonight for Joey Goth Madness here. Joey, listen, I've got Archangel Michael speaking in my ear. He says, tell Joey I'm with him. I'm guarding him. I'm protecting the family. He wants you to know that he hasn't forgotten you, and he's putting some healing into you because you've been going through a little bit of an emotional time. Michael's here. He sends his greetings. He sends his blessings to you from the spirit world. Thank you so very much for being here. By the way, thank you in advance for your donations. $4.99 and above will get Psychic Bob special attention. Thank you very much, guys. You helped me so very much. All right. Sophia is our first donor tonight. 249 Philippine pesos. Thank you, Sophia. Blessings. What does Spirit want me to know about J.A. and his role in my life? Just found out he has a girlfriend, but seems to be extra friendly. Well, let me tell you, Sophia, J.A. is not happy in that relationship. Fletcher's back here, and I heard Doris said he's ready for change. I think he's going to end up being somebody special in your life. But I want you to ask him if he's happy. See, I feel like he's trying to put up a denial right now that he's with this girlfriend, but he's more pressured into it because his family wants him to be with her. And I don't think it's going to work out. I think you could be a very good friend. Could you be a girlfriend to him? Very possible. But you've got to help him awaken right now that he is not in happiness. So I want you just to say to him, are you really happy with your life? Because he'll go, wow, like he hasn't really allowed himself to think along those lines. If you do that, you're going to get him in a better place emotionally. He'll start to realize he's not being true to himself. Blessings to you. All right, there's Jesper Clausen, 35 Danish Corona. Thank you, Jesper. A message, please. Thanks. You know, Jesper, I got to tell you right now, when I'm in your light, I'm hearing Semjasa talk to me. And I hear her saying, she said, tell Jesper, she said, I'm being the gentle voice to guide people to him. Semjasa is going to be kind of like your, I guess you'd say your public relations person from Spirit. She's going to help people gently be called to work with you. So I want you, as you're putting together your marketing or your events or your appearances, she says, Semjasa, go out and draw them to me. Because, when the spirit people and the star people want to bring people in for knowledge and truth, they can do it on a subtle level that we can't do. It's amazing. So call on her. She's opening the door. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Excuse me. There's Ramona, 9954. Hello, Ramona. Ramona and I go back years, don't we, Ramona? $4.99. Thank you, dear. Hi, Bob. I'd like to know from my birth angel why I was born early at 7 months. Ooh, I'm curious. Let's see if I can find that out. Okay. Is there anybody here for Ramona that can help us? Hold on. Ramona, your dad just stepped in here. Hold on. Yeah, we're trying to connect her angel for more about her chart and her journey. Okay. Your dad says to tell you, he said the reason why she would, this is your dad, I swear he said the reason she's born early, she knew she had a great papa and wanted to get into the earth to hang out with it. That's what he just said. Hold on, I do have another angelic presence coming in here. I have a beautiful woman standing here. She's one of your guardians. She's asking me to tell you, she said that you were born early. She said because you're an old soul. She said you had impatience at the womb process. You felt claustrophobic. She said literally felt like, I got to get out of this. I got a body. Let me into the world. It really was because you've been through birth and death and life in so many previous incarnations that you just were tired of the process. You want to get here and get your mission done. And old souls are like that. They get impatient. So you were impatient with the process. She said that you came early. She said it was a little chancy, but you pulled through. And she said the angels wanted you to stay longer to have greater strength, but they already knew you were strong, so they let your birth happen. Okay, so you chose to be into the world. All right, your dad's back there, and he said, yeah, she had a great dad too. That's what he said. Thank you, Ramona. Blessings. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy Philip Gary. Hello, Philip. Good to see you. Welcome back. $5 donation. Thank you so much. Listen, Philip, I have to tell you, so interesting. Every time I read for you, I get this most intense, like power ray that comes through me. It's coming from your field, your energy, but I pick it up here. Philip, I don't know if you're really aware of it yet. I feel like you kind of feel it, but you're not clear on it. You're at a major turning point, and I think 2023 for you, it's all about you following your inspiration. I see silver and gold around you. Silver means money is coming, and gold means it is literally your time to shine. This is a time for you, Philip, to use your talents, use your inspiration, let the spirit world lead you, and then you're going to have a breakthrough. I feel like the next month of March is a very major turning point. I'm getting business connections. I'm getting the word contracts. I'm getting receipt of payment. I'm getting movement. I'm getting partnership. All of this is playing out, and March starts it. So I'm just going to say to you, in all seriousness, follow what inspires you. I feel there's a lot of creative energy, particularly in the area of music, particularly in the area of writing. I feel like you could write, like, for example, a musical and get it produced in London on the stage or Broadway. It's like, and people are like, how did he do that? Like, that's the level of energy around this. So I want you to let the creative process lead. Watch the month of March. Blessings to you. Yeah, Archangel Uriel is here as well. And he said, tell him that I'm guiding him. So Uriel's your man to go to. Blessings to you. Thank you. Yeah, right. Isn't that exciting? You know, it's so exciting when you step into somebody's energy and you get to see great things. As a psychic, I find this very thrilling. That Earl Grey tea is restorative to the soul. There's Lady Bree, $5 donation. Thank you, Lady Bree. Good to see you. Lady Bree, let me just move closer into your light. I'm getting a voice here. Yeah. Lady Bree, Doris is coming in back here. I'm so glad to see her. Hi, Doris. I was wondering if you're coming in today. Doris said, I never miss a chance to visit with all my friends. Doris Stokes is back here for you, Lady Bree, and she's asking me to let you know that she wants to help you with some healing. She said you've been feeling a little like you want to get things going, but you're just feeling a little stuck. She says to tell you to keep being open to the volunteering. She says during the war, she did volunteer work on the home front to help, with families that were having food issues and shelter issues. She said, I loved my wartime efforts. She wants to tell you that you're at the right place at the right time. She keeps talking to me about an older person's home, like a nursing home. So I don't know if you had a chance to look in that, But she said, as you give, so you shall receive. So you're at a place right now where your energy you're giving out will be multiplied and you will be blessed. Stay close to Doris because she's definitely helping you. Okay. Thank you so very much. Blessings to you. There's Glittery Rainbow, $5 donation. They're €5. Thank you, Glittery Rainbow. Blessings to you. All right. Listen, Glitter, I got to tell you, before I can even finish your name, I've got Doris Stokes coming in here for you as well. Doris is asking me to tell that she's working with you to help do some physical restoration. Right now, your energy, physical level is a little low. And she said, don't worry, it's nothing serious. She said, you're still recovering from post-traumatic stress from that former job. So Doris comes in. She said, I'm bringing her a little bit of tea. And she says, an anointing of her brow with my holy oil. So she's giving you a special healing blessing from the spirit world today. And she's just here, asked me to bring that over to you. She says, don't panic and don't overwhelm yourself. She said, let us work. And she said that Heinrich and Heidi are here as well, and they're putting blessings on you. So things are going to move. Be patient. She's bringing you physical energy. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. There's Robert Stevens, $10 donation. Thank you, Robert. Can we have a group reading, please? Say hi to Rose, Doris, Fletcher, and White Eagle from me. Hello, Robert. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robert. It's very kind. All right, this next message is for everybody. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, this message is for you. Robert Stevens has generously bought a group reading for every single person here. So listen up. Let's see what the spirit people have. Hold on. Who's going to? Leslie, there you are. Hi. Leslie Flint has come in. He's going to bring a message for us. Thank you, Leslie. It's our Leslie said, he said, I was at your seance. I did see the video. He said, I was at your seance, and he says, I hope I didn't bore people too much. He said, I do enjoy meeting with all of you. No, we're very honored. Thank you for coming, and thanks for coming tonight. Yes. All right. This is for everybody here. Leslie's asking me to tell everybody. He said, it is important. He said that each of you understand that you are not born into the world haphazardly. You chose to enter into the body and into this life. He said, some of you have been told that you, by hateful family, they wish you had not been born. He said, ignore such speech. You are here as a child and a representative of the spirit world. You do not have to be dead to be a spirit. You are a spirit as you are. And he says, might we add a brave spirit? For you have chosen to come into the world with much challenges and much danger, and yet you come anyways. He said, each of you here are heroes to those of us who live in the light. He said, many people come to the spirit world and don't want to go back to the earth, for it is a time and place of challenge. But for those of you who are alive upon the earth today and hearing this message, you are heroes for God. And the light, infinite intelligence, this high spirit, has not forgotten you. You are loved, no matter what those around you say. You are not alone, for we are with you, and we will guide you. May each of you tonight be blessed. And in the next 10 days, all of you hearing this message will receive a surprise from the spirit world, something that you need in the time in which you need it. All of you will be blessed. Thank you, Leslie. That's lovely. Well, that tonight was for everybody from Leslie Flint, and Robert Stevens gave us the gracious gift of being blessed with that. Thank you, Robert. Oh my gosh, there is Brittany Soho. Hello, Brittany. Brittany, when I was in England, I went to Soho district, and it's really fun there. That's where we went to Govinda's. If you haven't seen that video, go see it. Psychic Bob goes to Govinda's. Oh, I had so much fun there. Thank you for your donation, $5. Thank you, Brittany. Hi, Bob. What do you see for my first occupational therapy job? Hold on. Let me just step into that. Brittany, this is interesting because Doris is coming in here. And she said, Brittany is on the right path. She has healing gifts. She's asking me to talk to you that you're going to do some work. Now, I don't know if this is right now, but maybe a little later in the year. Maybe this will make sense. She's talking about working with wounded veterans. She said you will have cases of men that have returned from military, and you may be asked to do a special work that has an interface with some military people that have come back from different stations around the world. She said that your work is, you have been placed, she said, as a healer, not just of the body, but of the soul and the mind. And so Doris is committed to helping you. She's asking me to talk to you about the month of April. It looks like in April, there's a lot of energy pickup around all of this. So it's like from April forward, you're really in that flow of that work. So she's saying, continue with your vision, continue with that dream. She said you'll be at the right place at the right time, and Spirit is guiding you. So the first work is going to be a success for you because it's Spirit that placed you there. All right. And the secret every day, thank you, Doris. Doris says the secret every day is that you let Spirit be with you. So before you start your work with the clients, you say, Spirit, let me be a vessel today of healing. And then you'll be blessed. I see success for you. What's interesting, when I go into next year, into 2024, I feel that you're going to be at an occupational therapy center where there may be kind of an expansion in the job. Like you may move into like a supervisory position. You're going to do well. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Spirit people are so good. Yep, there's my buddy Sandra D, $9.99. Thank you, Sandra D. What's going on with Jay? He is down because his car was expensive to fix. The last few days, not really talking to me. Today, almost nothing. Doesn't seem he's excited for me to come anymore. Thank you. Sandra says, hey. Listen to Psychic Bob. Darling, I love you, but I love you enough to tell you the truth. You're overthinking things. You're getting yourself worked up. Try to understand this about men, and I'm speaking as a man now, not just a psychic. We men, it's just our nature, a lot of us. We get pensive, we get moody. Ask Cola, she'll tell you I get in my moods. It's not directed at you, though. It feels like it's like our own internal stuff we process. And I'm just telling you as a man, sometimes I'll get upset about something. I'll be in a frump all day. And Cola's like, why are you mad at me? I'm like, it has nothing to do. I'm not mad at you. But unfortunately, it does project like we are. So I'm just telling you right now, I want you to give him the benefit of the doubt. I feel that he's got a lot of pressure on him. I feel like that wife of his is just browbeating him to death. I think she's the one pushing him to do repairs on the car that are way outside the price. I think given his own propensities to how he do it, he would have shopped around and got a better deal, but I feel like she didn't give him the option. So this is not about your relationship or you. This is about him feeling browbeaten and feeling like he'll never be free. So I want you, when you talk to him, you tell him, you say, Jay, I know things are rough, but we got happy times to look forward to. Just hold on to that. You share that with him. It gives his mind a new process. Okay. Listen, it's not about you. He's just in a bad place. All right. You're going to be fine. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. Oh my gosh, there's North Star. €5. Thank you, North Star. Good to see you again. North Star says, having troubles with housemate. Should I go for a studio apartment or house share? I have some contracts, but my budget is limited. You know, North Star, honestly, you know, when you break down the money, having your own studio apartment isn't that much more than sharing a house. If you actually break down the cost for the rent, I tell you, you'll be surprised. I think it's time for you to be on your own. You know, when I first came out of school, I lived with roommates for a long time. And you just get to a point you can't do it. And I feel like you're at that turning point. So this is time for you to go away from the group houses, get out on your own. I feel like this year for you, you're going to have financial growth. So the money side of things will pick up. And so don't worry about the budget. I want you to think of this in terms of, what is my journey? Am I at a place in my journey where I need my space for me? And I feel the answer is yes, you need your space for you. So I think it's time to move on. It's time to get your own place. I see the money coming. I feel like you're actually going to get a good deal to where it's like it's about the same as what you're paying now. Might be a little more, but I don't see an exorbitant shift in the pricing. So shop around. Um, yeah, this apartment I see, it's interesting because I feel like it's like a loft apartment at the top of a building, kind of like it's like might have been at one time a large Victorian home, but it's subdivided. And I see a top floor place. It's rather spacious. It's not massive, but it's nice. And it's not really much more than what you're paying. And I feel this is within your same same vicinity, the same city that you're in. I don't think you're going to have to go way across the world or anything. I think this is relatively close. So that's what I want you to look for. Look for loft apartments. That's you'll find it. Blessings to you. Might be called studio loft. That might be the term. All right. Thank you so much. Paris Colavaz, £1.79. She says, I get a discount because I'm your wife. LOL. Love you. Oh, love you too, sugar. All right, Cola, let's see what the spirit has for you. Hold on. Doris is back here. Yeah, I know. Doris is shaking her head. She said she's pretty upset right now. She said, tell her, she said she's not imagining it. She said her mail is being tampered with. She said it is a collusion between somebody inside the post office. And she said, and a person who is literally just a person from outside, organized criminal person who does this a lot. She said that you will break through this. And she says, in the meantime, she said, we of the spirit are trying to redirect your mail so that it bypasses the timing and the place of those two that are intersecting. So she said that she is going to get things moving in the right direction. This person will eventually be caught, but in the meantime, they're redirecting your mail from spirit. People say, how can they do that? Well, spirit people can do amazing things. I mean, you'd be amazed. They can literally dematerialize a letter, make it materialize in a different post office that comes your way. And it bypasses these people. So they're working on it from spirit. And you will get things sorted out. Doris is asking me to tell you as well. She said, stay with that lady. She said that's going to be helping you with the housing. She said from the private group. She said she's definitely your ally. So that's from her. All right. So you're going to get things sorted. She said the bank is going to issue you a new bank card. Okay. So that should come in the next 3 to 5 days. Blessings. Thank you, Cola. Oh my gosh, there's Robin Boston. $5 donation. Thank you, Robin. Was so happy to hear from loved ones in the seance last night. Any message tonight? Thank you. Oh, Robin, I went back and watched it. I was so thrilled that you got connections from Fred and Rick. It's really nice, and I'm happy. This is the thing, as I always say, when I channel, I never know what's going to happen. But when I go back and watch the video, I'm like, wow. So anyways, thank you, Robin. Thanks for being part of that. Listen, if you guys haven't seen it, last night we had a wonderful seance. And that's in the queue right before this video. So please check it out. All right. Robin, let me just step into your light here. Hold on just a second. I hear Rose is coming in here for you, Robin. Rose is asking me to tell you, Robin, she said that she's getting word that the spirit people are very excited. She said that 2023, she said, you will be back in your old self, meaning your health's better. And she said, the spirit people want to have you take on a more active role, she says, in doing spiritual work. She said, you have a gift for healing. And she said, you having been healed with the power of healing. So you've got some healing work. She said, you've got some gifts of mediumship that are opening as well. So she says, 2023 for you is all about you understand that the work you'll be doing is a spiritual work going forward. Not to quit your day, but more and more of your life is spirit. That's from Rose. And she said, I'm leading and guiding. And she said, not just me, but a whole team of us. So you got a lot of people in spirit helping. Thank you, Robin. Blessings to you. What's that, Doris? Doris is, hold on, Doris has something to say. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Doris. Oh, I said, Doris is here. She said, tell Robin I've been reviewing her medical charts. And she said in the next week to 2 weeks, she will see significant reduction in pain and significant sense of energy. So you're turning on the right path. Blessings to you. Thank you. Oh, isn't that wonderful? There's Sandra D again. 990 Yay. Thank you, Sandra. Also, tomorrow the realtor is coming, and then I'll be able to book my flights this weekend. Yay! Shh. Maybe I'll run into you at the airport, Sandra. You never know. I'm going to be going all over the world, too. Should I try to leave end of February, still to spend a few days with Jay if he still wants to, or go for March? You know what, Sandra? I feel go as soon as you can. I think February is good for you. I've always told you I see you being there in that time period, and I still see that. February, March, it doesn't matter. The fact is you're going forward, but I think sooner rather than later is better for you because it's time to just take that energy. You know, as the Spirit said, you would be released from that contract and given freedom. I wouldn't take it for granted. I'd jump on it and go. You'll be fine. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, here's my buddy Karen Bryan, $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. Hello, Second Bob. Hello, Karen. I think that I have spirits that are trying to get my attention because they move certain parts of my body. And why are they doing this? Blessings. You know, Karen, this is one of the early stages of channeling. When I first started working with Rose, she would take control of my hand. Her first messages came through me in the form of writing. And then she progressed into more vocal channeling. Well, she actually started with vocal channeling in a seance, but then I was so shocked by that I wasn't comfortable. And she started to work through writing before I got comfortable again to let her channel. So that's a sign that the spirit people want to be close to you. They're opening your channel. What I would say that is, you know, if you're uncomfortable with it, you need to tell them that. Say, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Can we find another way? Or ask them to only do it at a time when you're prepared. Like you say, okay, on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I'll sit down. I'm going to let you control my hand for automatic writing. Or ask them to control your hands for the Ouija board. That's another way they can work energy through the Ouija planchette. If you set up a time, one, it allows them to know when to be there and that you're ready. Two, it gives you the ability to be more attuned. It just makes it better for everybody. So that's what you want to do, you know, if you feel comfortable with that, okay? So yes, they're trying to get your attention. They want to test how much power there is for channeling. Particularly, I think this is more in the area of automatic writing right now. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Ooh, I got to drink some more tea here. My voice is going. What? Oh, hold on. Lamb chops here. What is going on, Lamb Chop? Come over here. What do you need? All right. You want some tea? All right. Hold on. I got to give Lamb Chop some tea. There you go. You like that? All right. All right, there. Okay, I'll make you a cup afterwards, okay? All right, go there. Lamb chop is something. Sit over there. I'm going to take your bag. Sit right there. Very good. I tell you, that lamb chop. There's my buddy Scott from South Carolina. $10 donation. Thank you, Scott. It's very kind of you. I'm sorry, by the way, I didn't get to talk to you the other day, but I'm so sorry about your sinus issues. I hope you're feeling better. And I'm sorry you had to go into the hospital. But I'm glad you're here, and I'm very honored. I'm very honored that people, when they're feeling under weather, even still think to come. For me, this is a truly honor, a great honor, and I don't take it for granted. I just appreciate you being here, you know. Thank you. And thank you for your donation. That's very kind of you as well. Hi, Bob. Any insight on my current business dealings? Well, you know, Scott, let's see what the spirit people have. I trust them more than myself on this, okay? Just a second. Ah, there's Edgar Casey's here. Edgar Casey stepped in. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Edgar Casey, by the way, Scott says hello to you. He said, I've been standing guard over him, helping with some healing. And he says, we have another friend here tonight, Arthur Ford. Arthur Ford's here for you. Hold on, he's coming in. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Call on Edgar Casey. He's putting healing power into you. And Arthur Ford's here, wants to talk about business stuff. Hi, Mr. Ford. Thank you. It's very kind of you to come through. Yes. Arthur Ford, Scott, is asking me to tell you. He said, tell Scott, he said, we will not abandon him. He said, right now, he said, things have been a little dicey with people because people are not committing. He said, don't let that scare you. He said, everybody comes back around. And he said that right now, Spirit is creating a little bit of a lull and a little bit of confusion. He said, people are being not so clear or committing. He said, Spirit is doing this to give you time for rest. He said, don't fight the system. He said, Spirit wants you to rest. It's probably going to be about 2 more weeks till you see a big upswing in business. So this is your rest time. This is your time to talk to Spirit. And in 2 weeks, he said, things just start picking up and moving. So you've got a little bit of a lull, but don't worry, it's orchestrated by Spirit for your well-being. Oh, yes, thank you. Arthur Ford said, he said, tell Scott he's in it for the long haul. He says the little temporary lull will not hurt him. He has many more years of work and many more blessings coming in the financial area. He's asking me to tell you as well that he said you might step into some deals that are outside your normal kind of bracket. Like, let's say you do real estate transfers or, something like that. There may be some stuff that's more like commercial as well coming in. So be ready for some things that are low outside your thing. He's asked me in particular, talk to you about, I don't understand this, but maybe you do, a strip mall. He's showing me like a land with the construction of a strip mall. I don't know if you're investing in a strip mall or you have the land that a strip mall is being built on. But I'm just going to put that out there for you. That may make sense in the coming weeks. He's talking about stepping out and into commercial as well. So I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Thank you, Scott. Good to see you. Welcome back. All right. Oh, my gosh. There's a North Star. €3. Thank you, North Star. Good to see you again. Thank you. Also, do I have any past connection to alchemy? That's a good question. Let's see. Edgar Casey. Thank you. Edgar Casey's still back here. He wants to address that. Interesting. North Star, he said you do have a connection to alchemy. He said that in a former life in the 1700s, he said you were a member of the Rosicrucian order and you actually knew the Count of Saint Germain. He's today an ascended master just called Saint Germain, but he did live on the earth during the 1700s. He says you have a connection in that from that lifetime to him. So yes, you did know the Count of Saint Germain. You did know the Rosicrucian order, and you did explore the subjects of alchemy. So yes, it is on a deep soul level for you. Please research Saint Germain and the Rosicrucians. This will all make sense once you start studying. Blessings to you. Thank you. Isn't that amazing? Tell you, when we think about the fact that our soul has lived, we've crossed lifetimes. It's pretty amazing. That means that within us, all of our knowledges from former lives is still with us. See, that's the thing. Sometimes we forget. We think, oh, I'm stupid. I don't know anything. But we have to remember we're souls who have traveled lifetimes. That's pretty cool stuff. Oh, there's Deborah Allen. Hey, Deborah, good to see you. $10 Canadian. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Hi, Bob. Hello, Deborah. I moved in with my mom 2 years ago. My dad in spirit is telling me to move soon. Should I? Signed up for Saturday. Will you send me Zoom link? Yes. Well, first of all, yes, in regards to Saturday, Deborah, I will send out the Zoom link on Saturday morning, usually around 11:30 a.m. Eastern, usually about a half hour before the class. So that's when I send out the links, okay? Now, in relation to a move, let me just see here. Hold on, I'm going to step in this. Somebody's talking. Doris is back here. Thank you, Doris. Okay, Doris Stokes, one of my guides, is here. Deborah, she said it is time for you to move on. She said your mom and you, she said you've kind of reached a point where you're just both ready to move on. Now, it doesn't mean you hate each other, but I'll be honest with you, Doris says that your mom has made it a little more challenging than it needs to be. Doris is telling you, she said, my mother and I used to butt heads. And she said, it's not worth it. She said, move away. So she says it's time for you to move on. She says that as we get closer to April, she said the finances are stronger. So it's not right today. It's going to be another probably month to 2 months. But in that time period, you'll have clearer signals and the ability to make the move. So watch beginning of April. I feel like that's the time when it all starts to open. I don't see you moving far away. I think you'll still be in the same area, but I see you moving to an apartment. It's not in a house. It's an apartment building, like a mid-rise apartment building. It's a nice place. It looks like it's I think it's a 2-bedroom actually. So I think you have a little space and it's not that expensive. Mid-rise 2-bedroom apartment. I feel like the word I want to put on is downtown, whatever we define downtown as. So the nearest city to you or in the city that you're at. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Yeah, watch April. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? There's Karen Bryant. $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Psychic Bob, was curious if Edgar, Casey, or Doris, or even Rose can help guide me to permanent housing. Blessings. Let's see what they've got. Doris, you back there still? Okay. Oh, Rose? Okay. Doris said that Rose is going to help you with this, Karen. Let me see. Rose, are you there? I can't hear you. Yeah. This is interesting, Karen. Rose says that she said, I'm going to connect her to a woman who is a realtor. Don't try to do this on your own. She said that there are people trying to play tricks with housing contracts, but it looks like you're going to have enough money. She's asking me to tell you about March. She said this comes sooner rather than later. So it looks like in March, if you connect to a realtor, they can get you into an apartment. I don't see you being in a house. This is going to be your own apartment, so you don't have to deal with people and their craziness. Doris said you don't need to be putting up with other people's dramas and feel like you're in their way. So it does look like there's an apartment coming for you. It'll be 1-bedroom apartment. And she's asked me to talk about a shorter term lease right now, maybe a 6-month lease to see if you like it. But it's funny because I feel in the next 6 months, you may have an opportunity to also go to LA. So don't get yourself too locked into where you are, because whether it's 6 months or a year, within a year, you're moving to LA. So yes, but you can get a realtor, will get you set up in the perfect system at the right price. Use a realtor. It's going to save you a lot of hassle. That's from her. And Rose said, she said, I will guide you. She's asked me to talk to you about a realty firm, and it's a female. The name Barbara is connected to this, or Babs. She might have a nickname of Babs. So just remember that. But this is a local firm, realty firm right in your area. Lady's name is Barbara. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Isn't that amazing? Spirit people are always so fascinating. Hold on a second. Oh, there's my buddy Sandra. Sandra Bradley, $5 donation. Thank you, Sandra. So good to see you. Hope we'll see you at psychic class this Saturday, Sandra. It's going to be a good class. Hold on, just about to sneeze here. Let me just step into your light. Sandra, right now I'm in your light. I'm hearing Robert talking to me. Robert said, he said, remind Sandra I'm a joy guide to her. He said, I never come to give her hassles or give her lectures, only to make her laugh. And he just said right now, he says, tell Sandra the key to healing, the key to transition is laughter. He said, laugh at everything, even the sad things. He said, even in the worst, there is an ironic humor element. So Robert comes in here to remind you that he came back into your life to remind you to have joy. And that's his message to you tonight. Sandra, I'm also picking up a second voice here that sounds like it's a father in spirit as well. And I hear this father he said, I'm so proud of her. And he said, to tell you, he said, be patient. He said, everybody around you are younger souls. And he said, it's about to drive you mad. But he said, I'll get them all in line. So anybody you're having some challenging times with, you call on your father. He's helping with that as well. So you got Robert and your dad here. Blessings to you. Thank you so very much. There's Sophia, 99 Philippine pesos. Thank you, Sophia. Painting bought. Was it a good investment? Let me find out from the spirit people. Hold on. Edgar Casey seems interested in this. Hi, Mr. Casey. What about that painting? Oh, very good. He said you bought it from an emerging artist, and he said it is a good move. They're going to do well in the coming years. He said you got the right piece at the right time, and he said it will increase in value. So good job. You did it, all right? Edgar Casey asked me to, he said, don't try to sell it right away. Hold on to it for at least 5 years. He said, after 5 years, you'll see a better return. That's from him. Blessings to you. Yay, that's exciting. You know, I love art, Sophia, so I'd love to see a picture of what you got. Thank you so much. There's Jesper Clausen, 35 Danish Corona. Thank you, Jesper. Will communication with A be balanced and productive? Hold on, see. Commander Ashtar is coming in here. Hold on, Jesper. Commander Ashtar says that A has a great mission to fulfill and that both of you will come into harmony and balance. Looks like A right now, your friend has been crossing through a little bit of a challenging time where they've been distracted. And Commander Ashtar says they're working on bringing balance back. So continue with that partnership, with that alliance. It is going to improve. And it looks like as we get into March, A is kind of back in sync. Right now, she may be just a little off. It's not anything you're doing. It's not a sign that you shouldn't work together. It's just she's going through some rough times. But March, things start to turn. All right. So, yes, it will be balanced and productive. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oops, hold on a second, guys. I'm having some chat problems. There is Mark Jordan Company, 125 Philippine pesos. Hello, Mark. Thank you. Hi, Bob. First time here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Any advice or insight on me in terms of finance? Hold on a second, Mark. Let me just step into this. You know, it's interesting. Right now, when I'm walking into your light, I'm getting flashing silver. Flashing silver says you're about to turn some money here. And it's kind of a caution when it flashes in your aura. It means don't walk away, don't jump out. Because I feel like right now you're like thinking, I might want to cut some cords and break out of stuff. Spirit's telling me to tell you, just wait. You're going to see as we get into the beginning of March that some of the things you've been involved with that you're about to cut ties with are going to pick up and return, and you'll make some good returns. They're also showing me larger scale projects here. I feel like you're going to be involved in something that has a larger venue around it. It's like you might be I keep seeing you on a stage talking to me. So it's like you might be doing seminars, teaching classes. But I feel like one of the things that you're going to be doing over this next year in 2023 is actually teaching seminars or classes. And anything that you would do that puts you in a communications role, you'll be good at. You're good with people, and speaking to the masses is where success comes for you. Okay? So remember, whatever you're doing, put a communications element into it, and that's gonna push you forward. I hope that helps. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. Watch March. Things pick up. There's Emmy Rubio. Hello, Emmy. $10 donation. Thank you so very much. Hi, Bob. Welcome back. It's good to be here. Thank you. Just wondering if you have any messages for me regarding work and my spirit during these interesting times. You know, Emmy, it is interesting times. You know, there's that old Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. Listen, you're not under a curse. You're under a blessing. It's called the blessing of life. Doesn't mean it's always easy, but ultimately it's a blessing for spiritual people. Listen, one of the things that I'm getting here as I'm talking, I've got a voice coming in here. This I feel is one of your spirit guides. Is a woman. She seems like an older, like she feels like a grandmother, but I don't think she's your grandma. I think she's a spirit guide. She gives me the name of Joyce. She said, my name is Joyce. And Joyce is coming in here because she wants to help you. She says, get around the troublemakers. She said right now that there are people around you who are kind of gossiping, being judgmental, just making your life feel like blah. Some of this is family. Some of this is like work associates. And she said, I'm moving Emmy beyond that. So be ready for some transition because your guide Joyce has asked me to talk to you about mid-April to end of April, maybe beginning of May, mid-April to beginning of May. That time period is where things start to shift. I think it's time for you to think about how am I separating myself from people who are no longer productive in my life? Even if they're family, you can love them at a distance. But Joyce comes in as she just feels like a wise grandmother guide. And she said, I'm helping you create distance from the troublemakers. And she said, move onto your path. By the way, you have a lot of blue light around you as well. Blue light indicates you have gifts of communication and vision. So it's time for you to think right now. How do you visualize yourself? Where do you want to be? Focus on you. Let Joyce guide you. You'll be there. You do have great gifts of communication, particularly in the area of writing. So I'd like you to explore work and opportunities that allow you to express yourself through writing. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right. There is Baroness Call Bob's £4.49. Thank you, Baroness. Why do I feel guilty when my messages come to pass? The information I give is sad news sometimes, but accurate, but I feel responsible even though I'm not. You know, Baroness, this is a very good question. This is something that many mediums struggle with, myself included. When I was a young boy, like 7 years old, I got death premonitions all my life. That's all I got. I'd just sit down, open up, and know when everybody was going to die. As a child, I couldn't understand it, and it was very devastating to me. And I think that you, in a sense, are at a point in your mediumship where it's like you're getting so much, and it's so accurate, it's overwhelming. Now, when I went to the spiritualist church, my teacher there said, you're going to have to learn to filter stuff. So you might want to set up a filter, and you literally visualize like putting a screen over your eyes or in your ears, like, you know, like it's just a little screen that shields out stuff you don't want to receive. I put a screen over my eyes because I didn't want to always see death. I thought, this is not helping me. Especially as a kid, I couldn't do anything. It wasn't until I was older I learned I could filter that out. Now, if I want to get a death premonition, I remove the filter from my eyes that I place, a spiritual filter. And then I can see and give people advice about that. But when I put that filter on, I don't have it anymore. And I think that the guilt that you're feeling is you feel as if somehow you should have prevented it, or why couldn't you stop it? And really remember, whenever a soul leaves the body or something tragic happens, this is part of that soul's destiny and karma. We see their timeline and their lifeline, but we're not necessarily responsible for changing it, nor should we be. So you have to distance yourself from feeling you have to fix it or that somehow you're part of it when you're simply an observer. I know it's difficult, but We'll talk more about shielding on Saturday in the Saturday class. But I want you to think about right now, what do you not want to see? You don't want to see death for a while. Doesn't mean you lose your ability, it just means for a while. So you could say, for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to put on this filter. Visualize like a little screen that you put over your eyes. You can see through a screen, right? Like a netting, a mosquito net, but it also blocks mosquitoes from coming. So you put on that screen and death images won't come through. You have to set the intent of the screen. I hope that helps a little bit. I understand your challenge, but you're doing great work. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy TGVG. Hello, TGVG. Good to see you. €1.19. Thank you very much. Hold on, TGV. I got Doris Stokes coming in here. Hi, Doris. I hear you. That's nice. TGVG, Doris is asking me to tell you. She said that she's coming in to just give you a little piece. She's asking me to tell you. She says, at night, he is restless. I feel like you're having dreams and your sleep cycle's off here from what she's showing me. And Doris says, call on her in the night. Sometimes you're reliving past memories and it haunts you. Sometimes you wake up in tears and you don't know why. It's that you're not fully released from the traumas you've been through recently. And I won't get into all that here publicly, but you know what you've been through. Doris is coming to help calm the mind and help you to release and get a better sleep. So she's with you and asked me to bring that over. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right, there's Glittery Rainbow, €5. Thank you, Glittery. Thank you. Namaste, namaste. So I'm on track right now. Anything else I should do at the moment around housing or job, or just let things go for now? Thanks. Glittery, what I picked up, they said that you just need to rest now. That is going to take care of itself. I feel like you've already put the energy out. Right now is a rest time for you. Don't try to figure it out. You're going to get yourself back into a state of ill health. Your health now is about just being peaceful. So they're going to help you. I want you literally, I don't say this as a cheap way out, but there's a saying, give it to God. All right. Now, there are times when I tell people, don't give it to God. You got to do something. But this is one of those times where they're telling me to tell you, just give it to God. And you just rest now. You got to focus on the physical and mental balance. And then all that energy will come and you'll be able to accomplish it so easily. But for right this week, rest time. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here always. Oops, hold on a second, guys. I got a chat problem. All right. There's Key Jack. $5 donation. Thank you, Key Jack. How does my future look with my fiance? I'm going to be honest with you, Key Jack. I feel that there's some sort of block here around this. I don't know what this is. It feels like a communication block. Because I feel like this person around you has not given you like their full presence. I'm just getting like a block, as if like maybe you're not seeing them in their full light, or there's like a full revelation of who they are. I think you need to go very slow on this. Something's going on. I'm sorry. I wish I had better for you, but that's what they're telling me. Blessings to you. Up there's Glittery Rainbow, €5. Thank you, Glittery. Good to see you. And does Spirit have more tips for the tutoring job, please? It turns out to be more challenging than I thought, or am I too much of a perfectionist? Listen, Glitter, I got to tell you right now. I just saw Edgar Casey over here, and he's shaking his head. He said, she's being a perfectionist. Tell her to back off from it. Now, this is going to sound funny, but he's asking me to tell you. He said to tell her, he said, this is his words. He said, go in with a lighthearted attitude. He said, just have fun with the process. And he said, you'll be fine. He said, the other people there, he said, they're not as intense about it. They have a better time with it. So don't put the pressure on you. You're beating yourself up. This is going to hurt you. Not that you don't care, but you must let go of worrying. It's kind of like when we do magic, because I know you like Wicca. All right, in Wicca, what do? We put our energy in a spell, we cast it, and then we let it go. We just forget about it, go off and do something else. That's how your work is. You just go in the moment, just do your job, and then just release it. And don't worry about the outcome. It's strange, but it's like magic. You'll make it happen better. All right. I hope that helps a little bit. He said you're being a perfectionist. Let it go. Blessings. All right. There's TGVG, €1.19. Thank you, TGVG. Hey, I just heard Cecil back here. He's laughing like the Joker. Do you remember the character, the Joker from Batman? And I'm like, what are you laughing at? He said, I've gone mad with success. He said, I'm looking at his future. I see his success. He said, it makes me giddy and insane. TGVG, you're at a big turning point right now. Cecil's guiding you into some more opportunities. And he said, by the spring, you're visiting London with the intent to work there. So stay close to Cecil. You will be going to London. Blessings to you. Thank you. Yes, he said some work will be connected to the BBC and also to ITV. So you'll be on both sides of the camp. Blessings to you. All right, there's Gary M. Hello, Gary. Good to see you. $10. Thank you, Gary. Hi, PsychicBob. Is the house I sent you the one you see for me? Thanks and blessings. Gary, I got to tell you, when I saw that picture, I was really shocked. That is so much exactly like what I was seeing. Because remember I told you there's like siding on the midway up, like paneled siding on the house. And it's got all the details I saw. I feel like the price range is a little higher than I was seeing. So I think you might be able to negotiate that down. But I'm telling you, if that's not the house, darn if it doesn't look like it. I think you need to argue, though, on the price on that. But as far as everything else, it feels right to me. So I think you should negotiate because you have the power of negotiation. I feel that is so on the money with the design I saw. It's shocking to me. So yes, I want you to go for it. Put a contract down. Blessings. Oh my gosh, this Baroness Colobas, £1.79. Thank you, Baroness. Where's my mom, Bob's? I've got a bad feeling. Cola, can I talk about that privately? I don't want to talk about that publicly for various reasons, and I'll explain it to you. Okay. All right. So I promise you we'll talk about it later. Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. There's Raymond Hampton, $1.99. Thank you, Raymond. Blessings to you. Raymond, listen, let me just step into your light here, because when I'm in your light, I'm hearing a guy talking to me. And it's funny. He's singing. Do you remember there was a singer? You might be too young for this, but in the 1970s, there was a guy called Eddie Holman. This guy reminds me, it's not Eddie Holman, but boy, he sounds like him. He can sing like him. This is one of your friends. He's crossed over to the spirit world. He's been gone for a few years now, but he said that he used to perform with you. And he says, I'm going to get him back on the stage. So you've got a friend. So I wish I could get his name. He's not giving me his name. He's just dancing. He's singing. He's got a microphone in his hand. I feel like you know who I'm talking about. Like this is somebody, like I'm like looking, I'm like, why did he not get a major label signing him? I think had he lived longer, you and he would be working together. But he's working with you from the spirit world. And he said, it's time for you, he said, to be in the spotlight. He said, you forget your talent. He said, you mustn't forget who you are. You came to earth to invest in your music and your talent. He said, not just for you, but for future generations. He said, your example will lead your son on his life path, your little son, your youngest son. So he's come in from spirit. This buddy used to sing with or do stage work with, and he's back here. I'm going to call him Eddie for now because that's what he looks like, Eddie Holman. I think Eddie Holman's still alive, but this guy reminds me so much of him. So I'm just going to call him Eddie. All right. Eddie's coming from spirit to help you. Go walk under the stage lights. You're being called back to the limelight. Blessings. Oh my gosh. There is Raleigh Klebe. Oh, I love that name. $10 donation. That's a great name. Raleigh Klebe. That's a cool name. I like names, like creative names. Thank you for your kind support. My brother and I are developing a new career in hosting shows and concerts. Oh, okay, we got to talk. What do our next few years look like, and what type of opportunities do we need to look out for and act on? All right, Raleigh, let me tell you, first of all, if you're going to do concerts, you want to hook up with Raymond Hampton. He's in the chat. He's right about his buddy from Spirit came to tell me he needs to be back on stage. Raymond has a history of performance. I'm serious. I'd like you to look at him to promote him. And I'm not joking, but I think you two could work together. All right. So Raymond Hampton, I want you to see Raleigh Klebe. He's in the chat. Where your chat is, he's right below you. Okay. All right. In terms of your work, I feel, Raleigh, you're at the right place at the right time. So I do want you to push on that front. I do see around you a lot of success. What's interesting is I feel like your success initially comes not from being necessary in Hollywood, but it's more like off Broadway, or like what I mean is like going to the smaller theaters and arranging events. I feel like it then mushrooms into larger theaters. So if you start with some smaller venues, I think that's where it takes off. And then you get to the larger venues. What's interesting, I don't know if you have some connection to London, but I feel like over the next year, you're doing something with British acts as well. So you may find yourself traveling to London as well. I know you're thinking about the US, but I kind of feel like you're going to have some international scope as well. So I feel you're at the right place, right time. You and your brother, yes, go for it, go for it. In types of opportunities as well, as I said, start smaller theaters, like off Broadway. You know, when you talk about Broadway, like not Broadway, but off Broadway, that's where I see. If you're looking for talent, I have a few other people I'd like to introduce you to. I don't know if she's here tonight, but Michelle Marzano is incredibly talented. And I keep seeing her at her major success. So you want to talk to Raymond? I'll connect you. Call my office, Raleigh. I'll give you some names and numbers of people I'd like you to talk with. I think you could get them going and they could get you going. You know, it's got to be the right alignment. And I think I know people to help you, and you know the industry. So I'll match you up. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. You're on the right path. Keep going. I really feel that by the autumn, now, like in terms of this taking off, probably not going to really start to see progress till around September. So the next few months going to be slow. Remember, it's all about building connections. But by September, I see you really starting to turn some profit and get out there. Blessings to you. Yay, there's So Do You Like Stuff, $4.99. Thank you, So Do You Like Stuff. Happy Friday and many blessings to you. Thank you so very much. Listen, I got to tell you, you know, right now while I'm in your light here, I've already got Doris coming in. She's so excited to talk to you. She's asking me to let you know that she's helping you. The word she says is get rid of the troublemakers. You've also got, like somebody earlier, you got some people in your life that are just driving you crazy right now. Doris said, don't engage with the troublemakers. She said, let me sort it out. I'm also picking up here somebody around you. I believe this is a relative coming in from the spirit world. I want to place this on your mother's side of the family here. This feels like a great aunt, like it would be a grandmother's sister, perhaps, but it's like an aunt-like figure. If I'm a little off on the exact placement, bear with me. But this woman keeps coming in talking to me. And she said, I want you to know that I'm with you. So she sends a greeting that she's helping you. And she says to tell you as well, she's helping you with some finance blessings as well. So it looks like a little more money's coming. And she said, March, money in March, money in March. So March is a financial blessing month for you. Anything you're doing career-wise, trying to get promotion, move to a new job, March is a power time for you. And she's coming to help you. Thank you so much. I hope that makes some sense and helps you. Stay close to her and stay close to Doris. They're working with you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a North Star, $10. Thank you, North Star. Blessings to you. 10 euros. Wow. Thank you. Thanks for all you guys do. Blessings. You know, Cola does a lot to help us here tonight. Anyways, listen, I got to tell you, North Star, as we're closing out tonight, we're almost at an hour and a half. Listen, I'm just picking up a lot of archangels around you. I'm getting all the four: Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel. I just think you are getting like help from heaven. And I want you to remember that, okay? You need to like trust that you have enough power. Sometimes people get an archangel and they think, oh, I'm not worthy. North Star, you are being helped because you have an important mission to do. So they're helping you to open your channel. I see a lot of writing around you, and I feel like you're at a turning point where it's like you could get a major publishing deal even. It's like Spirit's working through you. So for them to send four archangels, that tells me your mission is at an expansion point and a growth point. And I think in the next 3 months, this message will make much more sense to you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right, there's Anthony. Hello, Anthony. All right, you're going to be our last message tonight because Psychic Bob has to get ready for some stuff later tonight. $4.99. Thank you, Anthony. Hi, Bob. Are there any messages for me right now? Thank you very much. Hold on, Anthony. Anthony, I've got somebody back here talking to me. This is a man. When I'm seeing him, he's dressed in like 1940s clothing. And it's funny. He reminds me of like an investigator, like a private detective type. He's got the coat on, the hat, kind of like Bogey. Do you remember Maltese Falcon? If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the Maltese Falcon film with Humphrey Bogart. Anyways, this guy looks like, it's not Humphrey Bogart, but it's somebody who looks like him. But this is a real person. He just gives me the name of Richard. He says, I'm Richard. And he said, yes. He said, you're right. He said, I came in to show him that I am a detective. He said that he's coming in to help you because you're going to be working on some interesting, the words he said, mysteries here. This is strange, Anthony. I don't know if you've been thinking about doing something with paranormal work, but it looks like you're going to get drawn into some situations here that have a paranormal element, like somebody has died at a property. You might start investigating this or somehow be connected. So Richard comes in. He just gave me the name of Summers, spelled Somer, Summers. Richard Summers is his name. And he said he was interested in investigative work back in the 1930s, 1940s. It's funny, his accent sounds to me like mid-Atlantic, so I think he's American, but it could equally be British. Some accents in that period sounded American and British, and both countries had a similar accent. So I'm not sure. He said half American, half British. So he lived in Britain, grew up part there, and then moved to America. But Richard Summers is coming in as a guide for you. And I get the sense he's helping you open up mysteries. This may sound really strange. You're like, I'm not doing anything with that. But just remember it, because sometimes they come and give us things, and then a few months down the road, it's like all starts to happen. So that's who's here for you and asked me to bring that over. Thank you very much. Blessings to you. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up now. It is late, but I love you guys. Thank you very much. Psychic Bob is really tired tonight. I've been working all week, and I'm working all weekend. So thank you for being here. Listen, if you want to be at Psychic class, we're going to have that tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon from 12 p.m. Eastern. That's Eastern U.S. time. So look at your clocks till 2 p.m. It's a 2-hour class. $30. Please, if you want to be there, you need to register tonight before midnight Eastern time, because then I will close down registration. If you wait till tomorrow, you probably won't get in. Okay. So you guys are great. Thank you for being here. I love all of you. Let's all give a thumbs up to Baroness Kolobobs, who's been working on the chat tonight, keeping us all safe, moderating, help everything flow. And Baroness, thank you so much for your help with the message circle. If you want to get on next Wednesday's message circle, contact Baroness or myself. Shoot me an email. I don't know if we have any seats left, but go ahead and send in an application. I'm going to check with her. We'll talk tonight. You guys are the best. Listen, I love you very much. Thank you for your support. You guys rock. We'll be back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday. Saturday night is crystal ball readings. Ooh, we're going to bring out my crystal. I've got it right over here. And we're going to see what visions come through the crystal tomorrow. Last week, we had crystal ball night, and some amazing stuff came through. The people were able to confirm. They're like, Bob, you were right on with that. I'm like, well, this is what's in the crystal. So we're going to look into the crystal. Join us tomorrow night, same time as tonight, 7 p.m. Live crystal ball readings. Till then, you guys rock. I love you. Thanks for being here. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. All right. Yes, you can come up here. Come on. All right. There you go. Lamb Chop says good night to all of you. All right. You being good? All right. What's that? Oh, you want a tea biscuit? Oh, he wants a tea biscuit. All right. There you go. All right, guys. Blessings to you. Happy Friday. Good night.